Hi, and welcome to The Music Makers, brought to you by Thunder Road Bar and Grill on the National Pike in Hagerstown. I'm Terry Miller, and I'll be your host for the next 30 minutes. In The Music Makers, we'll be bringing you original music from some of the best artists in the Quad State area and beyond. These are musicians who are writing and producing new, original music, working hard to get their music out to you. We've got bands from all types of genres in store for you in the series. Today, we'll visit with Hagerstown's own the 78s, so stay tuned. It's all coming up next on Antietam Cable's The Music Makers.
Thunder Road Bar and Grill. It's everything you want it to be. All summer long, we host the best live bands inside and out using our massive deck and stage area. It's all here. The only thing missing is you. Thunder Road Bar and Grill, next to the Hagerstown Speedway.
The great times and good fun have now gotten even better at Maloo's Grill and Pub at Park Circle. Their friendly, casual dining experience brings a little taste of everything to everyone. From their famous burgers and sandwiches to mouth-watering appetizers to their specialty items and daily specials like their bangers and mash, there's no better place to pull up a chair, get comfortable, and enjoy great food and company. Maloo's at Park Circle. Discover what makes them a hidden treasure in Hagerstown. Virginia Avenue at Park Circle.
Welcome back to The Music Makers, sponsored by Thunder Road Bar and Grill. Without further ado, here are my guests, the 78s. Tell our TV audience who we got here.
Hey Terry, this is Dee of the 78s on the guitar.
I'm Chris, 78s, guitar as well.
78s, okay, let's talk about how you guys got it together. I know you've got a long history. You guys have been playing together probably, what, 10, 12 years?
Pretty much forever.
Longer than that, but we'll refrain from saying how long. But we started playing together a long time ago in a cover band and just kind of branched out from there and realized that we had some overlapping musical inspirations at least, and wanted to try and write our own material. And we kind of, we've played in a few bands over the years without a doubt, but we've been writing together for a long time. And
oddly enough, in all these bands where you're just learning 4 hours like a jukebox and going out in the clubs, for one thing, we got sick of doing that.
I hear you.
I don't know how you keep up the pace, Terry. But we had never in all that time just realized, hey, let's just sit down in the room together with a couple guitars and just see what you got. And sure enough, when we did, it sounded like 70s AM radio pop stuff, which was kind of cool because, I mean, that's me in a nutshell anyway.
Right. Well, Chris, you've shared some of this music with me before. We run into each other occasionally. And
right.
Here, let's listen to the CD, listen to this, and I've heard some of this stuff. And this is relatively, though, a new project for you guys, because I know you were playing guitar and some other thing right before this, or maybe still doing it, I don't know.
Well, this corresponds with everything. This is sort of what we use as our writing tool.
Okay.
We actually are in another band called the Back Alley Heroes, which we can discuss later.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Yeah.
And
that's an exclusive. You just blew it.
The 78s is really sort of a writing and recording project. We rarely play out. Maybe twice a year at most. But we use this as a vehicle to get to where we're going in full band mode.
Right.
Because if you don't have a song that'll stand alone like this, then there's no need to push it any farther into a band setting because the song doesn't have its own gravity at that point.
I agree 100%. And one of the things we were talking about, just one of our guests the prior week, we were talking about this first time they ever played their stuff acoustically. And I write everything on acoustic guitar. I mean, you know, it's gonna, if you can sit and do it by yourself, it's gonna work. And I mean, I believe in that fully.
Terry, I gotta ask,
yes.
being as it's just the three of us and you don't have a band with 5 members to ask, I've never heard you answer this. I wanna know what got you started. That was gonna be one of my questions to you.
Oh no,
Here's a first.
What got me started? God, I'm gonna tell you, this is a crazy thing, but Elvis Presley movies when I was a kid. I mean, and that sounds corny as heck, but it's the truth.
I was guessing The Who.
No.
I guess The Who about an hour
then
ago.
the Beatles, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then the Stones and that whole thing that, you know, that British invasion. But you know, my influences are so deep. I mean, starting with Elvis and like Beatles, Stones, and then you get into Bowie, T-Rex. Then I get into like Deep Purple and bands like that. And so it's just.
Well, and I can tell you one thing that inspired me is when I was younger to start getting into music and trying to play it, write it, record it, whatever the case is, was local bands.
Yeah.
I mean, I was around a lot of local bands when I was young, including your bands.
Yeah.
And I will tell you right now, I saw you in the Shift, and I remember you guys doing like AC/DC, TNT, followed by Devo's "Girl You Want."
Yeah.
How cool is this?
That's rock and roll.
Well-
That's why we are where we are now, is because how can you play Devo and AC/DC back to back and make it work? But that's
But it seems
it's
to work.
inspirational.
Well, listen, guys, why don't you play us something? Play our studio audience something. We can play for us.
This one is it's called "What's It Like in California," and it's your typical westbound 747 Destiny song where the singer's been stupid, appropriately, and she's gone, and in song where does one go? But you go to California. It's mandatory.
Okay, here we are, the 78s.
Did you leave to find the things that you were needing? Or were you just looking to get away? When I left you crying, you just left me bleeding. And I guess you'd say we'd both seen better days. I know it's so damn hard to speak your mind. When you're in my shade, I steal your light. I wouldn't blame you for feeling you had to run. So what's it like in California, baby? Well, things hadn't been the same since you disappeared. Said I can bring it down in California, baby. We should known better, we should known that when you were here. So I sit here trying to learn from all your letters about love and lies and where you place your blame. Well, I never claimed that I was any better, and now I see I've hurt you just the same. I know it's so damn hard to stick around when it's all funked up and I'm so far down. I couldn't blame you for knowing you needed to run. So what's it like in California, baby? Well, things hadn't been the same since you disappeared. See if I can track it down in California, baby. We should known better, we should done more when you were here. Do you care enough and do you share enough and do you give enough to keep you in my life? So what's it like in California, baby? Things hadn't been the same since you disappeared. See, you're never coming back from California, baby. We should known better, we should known that when you were here. Yeah, we should known better, we should done more when you were here. I said, we should known better, could have been more when you were here.
Thunder Road Bar and Grill. It's everything you want it to be. All summer long, we host the best live bands inside and out using our massive deck and stage area. It's all here. The only thing missing is you. Thunder Road Bar and Grill, next to the Hagerstown Speedway.
The great times and good fun have now gotten even better at Maloo's Grill and Pub at Park Circle. Their friendly casual dining experience brings a little taste of everything to everyone. From their famous burgers and sandwiches to mouth-watering appetizers to their specialty items and daily specials like their bangers and mash, there's no better place to pull up a chair, get comfortable, and enjoy great food and company. Maloo's at Park Circle. Discover what makes them a hidden treasure in Hagerstown, Virginia Avenue at Park Circle.
Nobody ever said being a mom was going to be easy. Luckily, I've been blessed with family and friends who've given me a helping hand when I needed it. Like Will at Hamilton Nissan. He completely understood my situation and put me in a car I could afford. Backed by Hamilton's dealership for life that gives me free oil changes and car washes, engine guarantee for life, all at no extra charge. Worrying about having a dependable car is a thing of the past for this mom. Thanks to Hamilton Nissan, now I can concentrate more on my little guy.
For over 20 years, Antietam Cable Television Productions has been bringing you local programming, from coverage of the Alsatian Mummers Parade and high school sports to unique local programming like our Ghosts and Legends shows and the Civil War in Washington County. Now you can own them on DVD. Just visit AntietamCable.com and click the DVD store button at the top of the page. You'll find all your favorite local programming from Antietam Cable, and right now, for a limited time, get 25% off plus free shipping on everything in the store. Antietam Cable Productions, bringing quality local programming to your home.
Welcome back to The Music Makers, sponsored by Thunder Road Bar and Grill. Guys, man, that's a great tune.
Thank you much.
You guys were picking on me earlier about my influences. Let me hear about yours.
I'll start. I definitely am more inspired by 60s to 80s sounds, and we have different. We end up in the middle, but we come from different backgrounds. I'm a little rougher. I'm probably more Ramones, Blondie, 70s.
New York Dolls.
New York Dolls.
Johnny Thunder.
Punk rock. Yes, Johnny
you.
Thunders. Yes,
Yeah.
actually, that's how we even described the band, was two guys, two acoustics, calling on the ghosts of Johnny Thunders and Graham
I
Parsons.
think you gave me Graham Parsons.
There you go. Man, what a
Burrito
combination.
Brothers.
What a combination.
For me, first thing I remember as, hey, what is that? Is that music? I'm like 4 years old, and they're running Yellow Submarine on the telly. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know what a band was of any kind. I was just like, oh, it's a cartoon on at night. Yay. But by the second chorus, as best I could, I'm singing along with that. You know, and the parents come in, what are you watching? Are you singing that? No. But then about 2 months later, McCartney's Band on the Run single hits the radio. So it's, it's playing every 12 minutes. And I didn't tie the two together.
Well, it's apropos that you saw the Beatles first.
But
heard the
I
Beatles
knew,
first.
I knew something was going on there. I didn't know the connection. But I was like, man, those are the three coolest songs of all time. They keep playing back to back. And it just sounded like summer. And it still does.
And if we're going that far back, I can remember being very young and asking for my birthday for an AM transistor radio because I wanted to be able to hear those songs that I'd heard in the car again. Of course, we didn't have cassettes or anything back then, so you had to wait for it to come on the radio again. And I can remember spending hours sitting on my back porch with this little transistor radio, waiting to hear songs like Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson, or You Make Me Feel Like Dancing by Leo Sayer, or The Knack's My Sharona.
Yeah.
These were where the roots of it started for me. Excuse me, and that bled into, a later 70s rock sound, and of course ended, by teenage years you were approaching into the stadium rock sounds of Kiss and Alice Cooper and UFO, and
I'm going to water down your punk cred just a little bit. But I knew that when we got about 20 tunes down, and I said, hey, you want to add some covers? And I suggested something by Sweet. He said, yeah, that's great, but I'd also love to do I'd like to sing Freda Payne's Band of Gold.
Exactly.
So he's got a wimpy pop side to him.
I love it.
Don't let it fool
and
you.
that's where we meet up. While he comes from sort of a Beatles, Beach Boys, background, I tend to be more hard rock, even punk, but we meet in that pop sensibility.
Well,
in
it
that
was
pop
obvious on the
sensibility.
first song. It really sounded great. So what are you going to play for us now?
We're going to play a song called Angela. This is a song I wrote a while back, years ago. It's just about coming of age, that first love you've lost kind of thing, and growing up.
Yeah, first love lost is always the hardest. You learn the most from one of those.
That's it.
All right, Angela by the 78s.
Well, I remember that summer was a long time ago. They said it was the hottest August in the history of the world. We were only 18, straight out of school. Well, I had dreams of playing rock and roll music, and you of attending NYU. All those lazy days of summer, all those nights in the back of my car. You drew hearts in the steam on my windows, but backstage promises never last that long. But I remember Angela kissing on the stairs in the old 930. Angela holding hands on the DC subway. Angela, oh no. Well, I remember Angela. We strolled around the mall in spring and watched the flowers grow. We packed up the car one day and we drove to the beach in June. We were only 18, so naive. Well, I had dreams of playing rock and roll music, and you headed off to NYC. All those lazy days of summer, all those nights in the back of my car. You drew hearts in the steam on my windows, but backstage promises never last that long. But I remember Angela kissing on the stairs in the old 930. Angela holding hands on the DC subway. Angela, oh no. Well, I remember Angela. This Indian summer won't last forever, and pretty soon we'll be wearing leather. And I'll be reading your worn out letters. This Indian summer won't last forever, 'cause nothing lasts forever. But I remember Angela kissing on the stairs in the old 930. Angela holding hands on the DC subway. Angela, oh no. Well, I remember Angela, but nothing lasts forever. 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 I remember.
The great times and good fun have now gotten even better at Maloo's Grill and Pub at Park Circle. Their friendly, casual dining experience brings a little taste of everything to everyone. From their famous burgers and sandwiches to mouth-watering appetizers to their specialty items and daily specials like their bangers and mash, there's no better place to pull up a chair, get comfortable, and enjoy great food and company. Maloo's at Park Circle. Discover what makes them a hidden treasure in Hagerstown. Virginia Avenue at Park Circle.
Thunder Road Bar and Grill. It's everything you want it to be. All summer long, we host the best live bands inside and out using our massive deck and stage area. It's all here. The only thing missing is you. Thunder Road Bar and Grill, next to the Hagerstown Speedway.
Well, Eric and I worked for a long time together in the corporate restaurant world, and we decided that we wanted to put the fun back into food.
We do our food our way. You know, we take the traditional and spin it.
We change our menu regularly. We have specials that are creative. Great food, great service in a warm and friendly environment where you can be in jeans and a t-shirt next to someone in a business suit and everyone feels comfortable.
Welcome back to the Music Makers, sponsored by Thunder Road Bar and Grill. 78s, gosh, you guys kicked it on that. And I did hear the Johnny Thunder in there, a little bit of New York Dolls going on.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Yeah,
We're trying to keep it restrained for television.
but then there was still that pop edge in the background vocals too.
A little bit of gnarl with a smile.
Everything we talked about. Everything we talked about. Well, let me ask you this. You guys do this, and this is your television debut. We know that, but you don't take this version of your music out live, right?
Not typically. I mean, this is a great one-off venue. A little something like this. Yeah, cool. Primarily, we just record this stuff and chuck it on the internet for people to bootleg.
Right, but you do play live, and tell me how you go about that.
As the Back Alley Heroes is what we're talking about.
The Back Alley Heroes.
The Back Alley Heroes is our full rock band, and some of these songs are bleed over into that.
Well, that's
as
what I was going to say. Do you
Right.
play some of this material in the Back Alley Heroes?
That one, in fact.
Oh,
Yes,
great,
that-
because that would fit.
That's one.
Yes, and we actually haven't been playing out with that lately either because we've been working on a CD. We have a full-length CD in the bucket, recorded. It's off to the mastering house right now, and then to the print shop, and we're looking for a fall release. I'm not going to give you a date because I don't. You know what I mean?
I would suspect that although this isn't a live thing typically, the logistics might work out so that the 78s are the logical opening act for the Back Alley Heroes.
There you go.
If we can, get the lawyers to agree.
Well, in the Back Alley Heroes, is the instrumentation the same? Do you both still play guitar?
We do. We both play
Okay,
guitar.
so you have a bassist and a drummer then?
Right. That's
Two
correct.
electrics there, yeah.
Okay.
We have a guy named Tony James is our bass player. He's old school. I've known him since we were kids. You may even know him as well. I don't know. And our drummer is Doug Spickler. He's been around a long time too. So
That
we're
name's
all
familiar,
we're
yeah.
all just sort of old school rock and roll punk street guys. You know.
got any dates
Except for
coming
Daryl.
up?
Daryl's not a street guy. He's
What-
he's more refined.
What dates do you have coming up?
We're going to see when, we're going to time this thing with getting the disc back.
Okay, so we're looking at fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we should have some, by the time this airs, we'll have some kind of timeline up on the internets, on the Facebook. And in fact, there's
On the World Wide Web.
Exactly. They call it the information superhighway.
That's right.
So that'll be up there. In fact, the tunes that we're playing here, you can link up to that for a free download if you haven't stolen them already. But that, and then I'll show you where the Back Alley Heroes stuff is, and we'll have some dates coming up shortly.
Good. What do you play for us next?
This one is called the story. You know how as a singer you keep your lyric book and you got all your song ideas you write down in there. On the first page of mine, I've had this title for about a year called "How You Coming With That Heartbreak Thing," just because it sounded kind of funny, but I didn't want to rush it, and it came to me once as I was heading to his place. Every bit of lyric, including some that I even cut out, because it all just came too quick. And he says, "Well, that's cool, but," I said, "Well, I got a new song, but I don't like it." He said, "Well, that's because you're playing it wrong." So that's
Called him out on it.
This is our creative process that
and it's as simple as he throws some chords under the chorus, and says, slow it down. You'll hear the pacing. I had it going twice as fast, and it just did not work. He said, take a breath in between.
Slow it down, give us some groove.
Slow it down, and it gets a little more mellow on acoustic, or dirtier with an electric.
Okay, so how you coming with that heartbreak thing?
How you coming with that heartbreak thing?
78.
How you coming with that heartbreak thing?
Got something should know I breed destruction wherever I go. They got my name, yeah, but I'm hanging low, and I'm yours, baby, I'm yours. I couldn't help to see you're alone. I'm not the kind for taking things slow. And I'm tired, oh so tired, but I ain't going home, 'cause I'm yours, your sugar, I'm yours. How you coming with that heartbreak thing? Is it getting any better? What a difference every day may bring. Now you got me on your side. You and me, we can go pretty far. Just need some money and a getaway car. I got a bottle and some pills in a jar, and I'm yours, baby, I'm yours. Well, tell me, baby, are you feeling okay? It's all for nothing if we throw it all away. I'm not dumb, but I don't know what to say. But I'm yours, don't you know that I'm yours? How you coming with that heartbreak thing? Is it getting any better? What a difference a new day may bring. Now you got me on your side. How you coming with that heartbreak thing? Feeling, you think I'm a fool, so let's agree, yeah, on just a one simple rule. You treat me right, oh so right, and everything will be cool, cool, cool. 'Cause I'm yours, don't you know that I'm yours? How you coming with that heartbreak thing? Is it getting any better? What a difference a new day may bring. Now you got me on your side. How you coming with that heartbreak thing? Can you see things any clearer? What a difference a new day may bring. Now you got me on your side. How you coming with that heartbreak thing? How you coming with that heartbreak thing? How you coming with that heartbreak thing? I said, how you coming with that heartbreak thing?
Great tune, guys. I loved it.
Thank
How you
you.
coming with that
Thank you.
heartbreak thing?
Thank you, Terry.
Really glad to have you here. It's been great. I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed having you.
It's been a blast.
Thank
We've
you much.
enjoyed it.
Thanks for
We're glad to
inviting
get
us.
the music out in front of people, and it's been great to work with you. 'Cause I've known you forever and have never done anything with you effectively like this.
You're just
so
my beer talking buddy.
that's right.
This is a great venue, especially for us. So, congratulations on the show and a new Dirty Deal record. Go buy it.
It's not about me. That's all the time we have on this episode of The Music Makers. Make sure you check out the 78s on Facebook and the web. You can also find the Back Alley Heroes on Facebook as well. Before we go, we'd like to shout out a special thanks to Thunder Road Bar and Grill for sponsoring the show and our concert calendar of events. Here is a rundown of some of the upcoming shows in the area. So thank you to Thunder Road. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Music Makers TV. I'm Terry Miller, and thanks for watching The Music Makers, sponsored by Thunder Road Bar and Grill, only on Antietam Cable Television. We'll see you next time.